Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So I heard that somebody passed a test out here. So congratulations to whoever passed the test. So let's just hop in and see what's going on. This test definitely could have something to do with some good deeds. Because that's what's at the bottom of the deck. So good deeds. And then behind the good deeds card, we got a dose of their own medicine. So somebody's getting a dose of their own medicine out here. Somebody, could have done something good for themselves, so like somebody, could have cleaned themselves up, this could be from some type of toxic lifestyle. Like somebody, could have, like helped other people, like to clean up, like their life. Is also what I'm picking up. Something about, some family members. So somebody's family members could be involved. Somebody, could have passed the test when it comes, like to their family members. Holy Spirit. Somebody could be being watched out here. This is the being watched card, but this is also too, like being watched over. So somebody definitely needs to know that, they're being watched over. This could be, like by family members. Something about a camera as well. Like somebody, could have cameras, around their home. Something, could get caught on camera, or something about, like somebody being behind the camera or being behind the scenes. Somebody, could be about to find out, like who was behind something out here. Somebody, could be about to find out, like who was behind, like some type of plan as well. So, who masterminded some type of plan. But the good deeds card is still at the bottom of the deck. So it's something about, somebody, doing some type of good deeds. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. Somebody definitely, could be posting sad stuff on the internet. Or something, that somebody sees is making them sad. Somebody, could just be, like an empath. Or something about, like somebody having empathy. Maybe that's why somebody, like passed some type of test. But we got the front and the back. Something about, like somebody having cameras, like in front of their home, behind their home. Something about, like somebody, like being surrounded, like with security. Somebody, they could just be, surrounded by, like their spiritual security. But it's something about, like somebody's physical security system. Maybe somebody, needs to get a security system. Or maybe somebody, needs to, like, look at their security system. Maybe, like they will see something, that maybe they didn't see, when they looked at it the last time. Something about, paying attention to your surroundings. But this front in the bag, this is like money. So I don't know, if somebody is watching somebody come and go, or, like somebody, could be watching somebody's every move for real. So I feel like somebody just needs to be aware But there's also somebody, that, like they're acting like that they have money, but they don't. So somebody, could be trying to, like throw some stuff up in somebody's face, but yeah, like what they're trying to use, like to throw in somebody's face, like it's not real. Somebody's fronting like they're like they're a leader, or they're fronting, like, yeah, like fronting for people, so yeah, somebody's a people pleaser out here. But we got the leader card out here. This is leading by example. So somebody, could be out here, leading by example, that could be a part of, like, yeah, like somebody passing, like a test. Somebody, could have, like a leadership position out here. Whatever this leadership position is, I feel like somebody, yeah, like, yeah, they're a leader, Somebody's decisive out here. And that's a good trait of, like a leader. So something about, yeah, decisive decision making. If somebody, doesn't have, like a leadership position, I feel like somebody possibly, yeah, could be about to, like get some type of leadership position. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be in the dark abyss at this time. Somebody wants somebody to pull them up out of the dark abyss or a dark place. Somebody spiraling, yeah, down out here. Something about hell. Somebody, could feel like that they're living in hell on earth. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody's a control freak out here. Somebody's finances could be going down. Or something about, yeah, like, like somebody, like taking losses left and right, but they're still, like, yeah, like trying to put on a front, like, yeah, like they're not taking no losses. You know what I mean? But it's something about, yeah, like somebody having, like control tendencies, or, yeah, somebody's a control freak out here. Somebody could be literally trying to control somebody's money. Or somebody, yeah, they're trying to, like use money, like to control somebody or control something or control some people. You got mail. So somebody, could receive, like, yeah, like some type of mail, but this is, yeah, like the internet. So something about, yeah, like somebody trying to control the internet. I feel like somebody, yeah, somebody could be about to be exposed, but it's because of their fakeness. Their fakeness. Somebody, yeah, somebody's also, yeah, like climbing the wall to success. So something about, yeah, what somebody does, as far as their career, or, like somebody, could just work really hard. Somebody could, work 2 jobs, and yeah, like they're seeing, like the fruits of their labor, or they're about to. But there's somebody, that, yeah, could like want to, like, communicate with somebody. I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. Because I don't know, if, yeah, like whoever this is trying to communicate with somebody. They're trying to, like give somebody an offer, but it's only, so that they can control, what's going on. So like say somebody, is a movie producer. I'm just using this as an example. Like, yeah, like there could be somebody, that, yeah, like they could, like reach out and be like, yeah, we got an opportunity for you. But yeah, like it's the opportunity is not meant to benefit you. It's meant to benefit them. Yeah, the contract card, documents and paperwork. Something about, yeah, a contract, documents and paperwork. We got the kite card. Something is being released. Something about a movie being released. Movie release. Somebody's watching something being released. Or this is like, like somebody, like, yeah, or people watching somebody, like, yeah, like, release people, that don't serve their highest good, it's something about, yeah, like, whatever some people are watching. I feel like there's somebody, that, yeah, like it's sad. So something about, yeah, like somebody sad that they're being released, or somebody sad, about, yeah, like some stuff, So this could be like some good stuff going on in somebody's life, but yeah, there's somebody that's sad about the good stuff that's going on in somebody's life. Somebody, could be a movie star. Something about, yeah, movie stars, yeah, being released, or something about, yeah, some information about some movies, being released, or yeah, like some stars, you know, being released out of contracts or something like that could be significant. Somebody, you know, could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in their chart. But something about, yeah, like somebody healing. Something about, yeah, 5-star hotels, 5-star restaurants. You know, maybe somebody, you know, lives that type of lifestyle, or somebody's faking like they live that type of lifestyle, you know. Or this is, yeah, like people, you know, just realizing that, yeah, like stars, celebrities, you know, whoever they are, yeah, like it's not really real, you know. Like the lifestyles that they live, yeah, it's not real, you know. Like the cars that they drive, yeah, like they're leased, you know. The jewelry that they wear, you know, yeah, like it's rented, you know. Something is not real out here. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a K or an E. But we got excluded. So something about, yeah, like somebody or some people wanting somebody to be, you know, like excluded out here. I feel like whoever, you know, people wanted to be excluded, I feel like, yeah, somebody's about to be included in something in a very big way. We have on the road again. So somebody, you know, could be traveling out here. Somebody, you know, could be excluded from traveling, or something about, yeah, like somebody not being able to travel. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a V. Somebody's name could be Kevin. I don't know. Somebody's sick of something. Sick of being controlled. So I don't know, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, is about to, you know, like release themselves, you know, from, yeah, like controlling people or a controlling situation. But somebody definitely, yeah, is out of this world. So something about, yeah, you know, like somebody, you know, being looked at as an alien, or something about, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, like not fitting in. So somebody, you know, could be a prophet, you know, because they say prophets, you know, really aren't wanted, you know, like in their own hometown. So maybe, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, could be about to, you know, like move, or, you know what I mean? They could be being divinely guided, you know, like to, yeah, like get out of something, get out of a place, get out of a mindset, you know. But somebody, yeah, is being looked at as out of this world. There's also somebody that definitely, yeah, could be about to learn some type of lesson out here. And it definitely could have something to do, you know, with like their control issues, you know. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be a narcissist out here. Somebody, you know, could be about to learn a lesson about, you know, like, yeah, like telling a half truth, which is a whole lie. So somebody, you know, could have already told a half truth. And people could be finding out that, yeah, like it was a whole lie. We got the high priestess. So somebody, yeah, somebody knows something. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, they're trying to release, you know, like a side chick or something about a side chick or a side dude. But somebody knows something. But there is somebody, yeah, they're faking and fronting out here. So, or yeah, there's people that think somebody's faking and fronting, whatever that means, you know. Somebody, you know, could have, you know, like 2 people pregnant, or something about, yeah, like somebody having somebody pregnant. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, they got pregnant for some money. But there's also somebody, you know, that possibly, yeah, could want to apologize to somebody, but yeah, like they feel like that somebody, you know, won't believe them. Somebody done got caught on camera doing something. Yeah, and somebody's being watched. Page of Swords. Something about, yeah, 2 kids. Somebody could have a page, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio kid, or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius kid. But yeah, somebody knows some stuff. If y'all see this person, you know, is looking in a book. So something about, yeah, some information. Somebody knows some information, yeah, that like you can't, like get in a book. You can't see on TV, yeah, some stuff that you can't even get on the internet. So something about, yeah, somebody being out of this world, knowing, like things that they, shouldn't know. But yeah, if you ain't living, you ain't learning. If you ain't learning, you ain't living. But something definitely, yeah, could be coming to an end. Somebody, could be being watched while they're traveling. But yeah, somebody, could be being watched on the internet. Something about, yeah, what somebody watches. Somebody, could watch, like the Discovery Channel, the Travel Channel. It's something about, yeah, like somebody, has expanded their horizons, when it comes to, like, receiving information. Not only does somebody receive information, but they obtain that information. And maybe, with somebody, whatever information somebody, receives and obtains, that, yeah, they give it out, like to the people, to help the people. Somebody's mad, Knight of Swords. And then we got the Chariot. So something about, yeah, somebody, could be mad because, yeah, they have to watch somebody move forward after they try to control somebody. There's something about, yeah, traveling in a car or a van. There could be a van following a car or something like that. Yeah, Cancer energy. Somebody could be 27 years old or born in 1972. Six of Wands. Somebody could be 26 years old or born in 1962. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be, like receiving some type of attention out here. Or somebody, was trying to control somebody. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Somebody's attention seeker out here, a people pleaser out here. Somebody, could be traveling, like to a concert. That's also what I'm picking up. Be aware. Because I feel like like somebody, wants to, like invite somebody somewhere. It's kind of like, yeah, going back to the person that wants to apologize. Well, if I invite them, somewhere, then yeah, like they'll forgive me, or they'll, think that, like I wasn't, like a part of it, or, whatever have you. Something is definitely, yeah, about to be brought to somebody's attention, or something has already been brought to somebody's attention. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be holding back some information. But somebody also, yeah, needs to, like save some money, or something about, yeah, like somebody saving money out here. And then we have the justice system. So something about, yeah, the justice system. We got the justice card in the message that I uploaded this morning. So the justice system could be alerted, to something. This is like somebody, not supposed to be traveling, and yeah, like they're traveling. Like, so somebody could be on, like probation or, parole or something like that. And so, yeah, they're not supposed to cross state lines, and then they do. We got joint evolution. Somebody definitely, yeah, could like to smoke the ganja. Somebody, could spend a lot of money, you know what I mean, on marijuana. But you and others are growing together, supporting each other. So yeah, there could be, like a group of people, this could be a community of people, that, yeah, could be coming together, growing together, like supporting each other, or yeah, that's, what's getting ready to take place, so somebody, could come in contact, with, yeah, like, people, like from their soul tribes, somebody, could be, yeah, starting, like some type of soul connections, yeah, with like other people. But we have unspoken desires at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, could have some unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs or emotions. So it's something about, yeah, somebody, yeah, like being a selfless individual. So somebody, like putting themselves, last and putting other people first. It's giving me, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Jesus made the statement, many who are first will be last, and many who are last will be first. Basically, like the phrase signifies a reversal of worldly expectations in God's kingdom. It suggests that those who are considered lowly or unimportant in this world may be exalted in the next, while those who are considered important or privileged in this world may be humbled in the next. This concept is often found in the Bible, particularly in the parables of Jesus, and highlights the idea that God's values differ from those of the world. So that's why I was picking up on, like celebrities, movie stars, singers, artists, rappers, or whatever. Yeah, something about that is very significant. But going back to, like somebody being excluded, or somebody, looking like an alien, or, black sheep, or whatever have you. Yeah, with this Page of Swords, there could be some people, that could have to watch, what's about to take place for somebody. It's something about, like somebody's unspoken desires. So it's kind of like, like even, like if somebody, they want or need whatever it is, like somebody doesn't complain, they just know, that God is going to provide, they just continue, to, do the selfless work that they're doing, or, continue to be the selfless person that they are. Something about, selfless individuals. Quiet contentment. Simple companionship brings you peace and satisfaction. So it's something about, like somebody being a simple person, somebody, not requiring a lot. So I feel like like somebody's about to, like gain a lot out here. Wow. I don't know, if people excluded somebody because, they, they looked at somebody as, too quiet, but, just because somebody's quiet doesn't mean they're weak. But, the meek shall inherit the earth, is what I just heard. So somebody, could be a meek individual out here. Yep, but somebody has control issues. Somebody has control issues. I don't know if somebody, is, being controlled. Because every time I see this card, it gives me, like y'all see those little dolls at the end of the string. It's like, like somebody, doing voodoo or something. I mean, somebody, could be doing voodoo. Somebody, could be traveling, like to get some voodoo done because they have control issues. But something about some control issues in a relationship. There could be some rumors that could be flying around, you know what I mean? So the streets could be talking about somebody. There could, there could be some rumors, in somebody's circle. So somebody's family circle, friend circle, co-worker circle. So something about, watching the news. So something, could take place on the news. Or something about, like somebody knowing some stuff, before, like it takes place. But we have, a surprising revelation will shift your perspective. So something about, some type of surprising revelation will shift somebody's perspective, This is like somebody, realizing, that, like, they have control issues, or realizing, that, like they need to change, like what's within them. Or maybe, there's people, that, like, don't like the fact, that somebody, like, shows real love. Like, a friend is not a real friend if they can't tell you, like, girl, your hair, that ain't it. Or, now, girl, that don't look right. You need to take that off and put something else on. It's something about, like, somebody being a real, you know what I mean? Somebody being real, courageous, truthful, Somebody walking in truth, talking truth. But we got family ties. So something about, somebody's family out here. Somebody's family, could be controlling. But there could be some type of family dynamics that could be influencing some type of relationship. But it also could be too, because somebody, they have unfiltered truth. Or somebody, speaking some type of unfiltered truth. This could be, like to their family. Or, like somebody, speaking unfiltered truth to other people or somebody. But we got temporary distance. So So there could be some type of temporary distance between some people. There could be some type. So if somebody's in a relationship and they're, like in a long distance relationship, like the distance could be temporary. Yeah, some people's true motives definitely could be beginning to like surface. There's somebody that is keeping up appearances, So something about like somebody trying to keep up with the Joneses, or somebody like faking it till they make it. But if you're your authentic self, you don't have to fake it to make it, Yeah, but somebody's pretending to be fine out here. Whoever this is, I feel like like they could be being controlled by their family, or something about like somebody, like somebody that's grown, but like they still go off of, like what their family says. Like once we, become adults, we have the right to choose. We don't have to, go by, and it's not going against your morals and values. It's just, you're allowed to change your life to fit you as an adult, Yep. But there could be somebody, that, it could be, like could appear strong, but outwardly, like they're feeling, like vulnerable. So maybe somebody, could realize, the reason why they have, control issues is because, like some stuff, that could have taken place in the past. We got love triangle at the bottom of the deck. So a hidden emotional entanglement is present for somebody. Somebody, could be in a love triangle. But somebody definitely, is going to encounter people who truly care and support them. So something is coming to full circle out here. Somebody has a problem, a control problem. Somebody wants to be the center of attention out here. Y'all see how that person is surrounded by people? But it's something about, like somebody, having, like needing to, be the center of attention. We got clearing the air. So somebody, could be, clearing the air out here. So somebody, could want to reach out, to clear up the air with somebody. We got intrigued. So somebody, could be intrigued by somebody's intuition. Somebody, could have a cat, or something about somebody's name could be Kathy. I've been picking that name up the last couple of messages. But be careful, because there's somebody that's pretending to be fine that, wants to know somebody better. So just be aware. Or somebody, could like realize, that like somebody, is like a good person, or like somebody serves, like their highest good. But we got the real story. So the true story definitely could come to the light, and it definitely could have something to do, with like some type of rumors. Somebody, could be looking at photos, or something about a family book. Family photos. There definitely could be people that could be about to watch somebody, like experience, like great things, or experience things, that like they've never, experienced in their life. Somebody, people could be about to watch somebody, like share experiences, and deepen bonds, with like other people. But we got confession. So something about, somebody is about to confess their true feelings for somebody. But something about, somebody having control issues out here. Somebody definitely, could be about to find someone who resonates with their authentic vibe. Or that's the person, that could want to confess, like their feelings for somebody. With this water out here, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There definitely is a water sign involved, for sure. Yeah. It could be raining, where somebody is. But something about, something being released. Or, like somebody releasing tears. Or, like somebody's, crying is over, or somebody's heartache is over. But something about, when somebody cries, like their spiritual team, they don't like it. Somebody definitely, needs to clear their mind. Somebody, definitely, could be, like going within. Somebody definitely, could be, like looking on the brighter side of life. You know what I mean? So, like, whatever somebody has went through in their life, somebody, could tell themselves, it could be worse. But something about, a rebound. So something about, a temporary option out here. So just be aware, of somebody, looking at somebody like a rebound. But with this excluded, this is like, like ain't no rebound. You know what I mean? Either you gonna make the shot or you're not. Either you gonna hit or you gonna miss. So something about, hit and miss. Be aware of, red flags. Somebody definitely, could, like there could be a van that crashes into a car or something like that. But something about, a risky situation. So be aware, of, getting into a risky situation. Divine timing is definitely, at play. Somebody, could be watching the clock out here. So something about, somebody, the work that somebody does. Or something about, somebody clocking in, clocking out. Or somebody, it's over, So if somebody been clocking in, clocking out, somebody's excluded from that. So, like either somebody, they've, like already, quit a job, and God has, something in store for them. Or like like somebody, could still be at a job, but it's kind of like, what God has for somebody is, for somebody not to clock in, you know what I mean? Somebody, to own their own business or whatever have you. But there's somebody out here, they're indecisive in making choices. They're impulsive. And there are difficult times ahead for somebody like that. So, this is like, it's time, for, like whoever these people are to go. It's time for whoever these people are to, get. The independent card came out in the reverse. So, these are codependent people. Somebody doesn't want somebody to be free, Or, people, want to codepend on somebody, But it's different than, like codependent means, people can't do anything without, like somebody. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what's about to take place. So, people been codependent on somebody for long enough. And it's time for them, like to stand on their own 2 feet. But somebody doesn't want somebody to be free. I don't know if somebody, is, they're going to get caught traveling. So somebody could get locked up while they're traveling. But somebody, somebody's free. So somebody, could have already, like freed themselves. This is from the past, This could be, from, just what they went through in their life out here. Somebody definitely, could be trying to delay time. Or something about, like somebody wasting time. Maybe somebody, feels like, they've been wasting a lot of time hiding stuff. But, we got a triangle. So, something about, love triangle. But this is giving me, like, the craft, So, something about, like somebody traveling, and to do some witchcraft, some voodoo. But, somebody definitely, is about to receive some support from other people. But something about, like somebody making decisive choices and decisions. We got childbirth. So somebody, I picked up on somebody being pregnant on the message that I uploaded earlier. But something about, somebody, could be pregnant. Somebody, you know, could have some type of rise in status. Somebody definitely, yeah, keeps tabs on somebody, and every time they come back to check, it makes them more sadder and more sadder. Somebody needs to get a life. Somebody, you know, yes, while somebody's traveling, you know, they could, you know, like come across somebody, have an encounter with somebody, meet somebody by chance. For somebody, yeah, it could be love at first sight. Or somebody, you know, could be scared, you know, that somebody's going to do that. But somebody's sad. Somebody's sad out here. Somebody's carrying a lot of heavy emotion. Somebody, yeah, could be going through some type of mental distress out here. Yeah, because something is about to, yeah, lift off, take off. Yeah, buddy. Every time, you know, that takeoff energy, yeah, there's a ancestor, you know, that, yeah, like is heavily watching over somebody. But something, yeah, something is about to take off. The wait is over for somebody. So whatever somebody's been doing, yeah, the wait is over. Whatever somebody's been praying for, the wait is over. Something about, yeah, a spaceship. There could be, you know, like a spaceship launch, you know, that could take place. I don't know. I'm picking up on like a new world order, you know, 2.0 or something like that. Yeah, we got the moon. So something about the full moon is significant. Scorpio energy. There's the end of a cycle out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, is trying to stop somebody from being fertile. But there are some secrets that are being revealed out here. It could be by whoever this is that's in this high priestess energy. Somebody is definitely, yeah, full of wisdom. And somebody definitely, yeah, they're capable of figuring something out intuitively. So I don't know, somebody's trying to do some magic, you know, trying to use some type of rainwater. I don't know what they doing. And then we got, yeah, the cauldron at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be feeling controlled. And it has something to do with, yeah, voodoo, witchcraft, magic. Or somebody, you know, yeah, they're just feeling controlled by others. They could be doing voodoo, witchcraft, magic. But somebody's stirring the pot out here. Somebody's creating illusions. Somebody's selfish and they're manipulative. And somebody definitely, yeah, is losing power out here. There's something about, yeah, loss of power. So something about, yeah, power outage. So there could be some type of power outages, you know, that could take place. There could be some unexpected events, you know, that could happen on a worldwide scale. Somebody definitely, yeah, is feeling stuck. They have some type of resentment. Something about, yeah, somebody needing to face their inner demons. Somebody's feeling emotionally drained out here. Somebody, you know, could be going through some type of sickness or loss. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to be careful of people that they do not know. Somebody's reckless out here. Yeah, somebody needs to trust their intuition. Or, yeah, like, you know, there's somebody, you know, could have met somebody, you know, and, yeah, you know, they could, you know, be in a relationship. And so, yeah, there are people, you know, that could be filling somebody's ear, you know, with, yeah, foolishness about somebody, you know, based off of, you know, them going to get information, paying for readings, you know, keeping tabs on somebody through social media. So something about, yeah, like people, you know, basing somebody's social media off of, you know, like somebody's life out here. Somebody, you know, could be an environmentalist, you know. Somebody could be physically fit. Somebody's very healthy. Somebody's fearless, you know. Somebody loves their family, you know. Somebody could be holistically balanced out here. So it's something about, yeah, whatever obstacles, you know, that, yeah, people are trying to put in front of somebody. Yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they keep removing the obstacles. Yeah, we got karmics. So something about, yeah, some karmics. So somebody, could, like meet, like some karmics or something about, third party interferences. So there could be, like somebody, could have, again, you just using this as an example, gotten into a relationship. There are third party interferences, there are people, haters, there's stuff, that, could be, like altering, like somebody's, mentality, when it comes, like to the relationship. Maybe whoever that is, they're going to realize, that that's what's going on. But something about, some haters. So there could be some haters that could be stirring the pot, creating illusions, But something about, somebody learning some type of lesson. Or somebody, has already learned some type of lesson. So this is like, like somebody learning a lesson. And, like somebody trying to, like get somebody to, repeat, like learning that lesson. So just be aware. But something about, the sunset. When the sun sets, somebody could cry in the nighttime. Somebody, they could be, like crying over, like a lost loved one. Somebody, could be doing some type of magic, when the sun sets, in the nighttime. Somebody, could be, like, like hearing from passed over loved ones, but, they just don't know what it is, They don't know that it's passed over loved ones, that's trying to communicate with them. Somebody is being told to let their connection with spirit ground them as they reach for the sky. Get better going forward. I don't know. I feel like, like somebody gonna try to, they want a pity party, and I feel like somebody needs to tell them, get better, you'll be alright, keep moving forward. But somebody doesn't need to dwell on the past, but focus on creating a bright future. So somebody needs to know that, they have a bright future ahead. And forget the haters. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. Something about, a celebration with this cake. But something about, somebody wanting their cake and eating it too. I feel like that there's somebody that's really resentful, for, like the choices and decisions that they made in their life out here. And they, they're watching somebody's life, move forward, And the more that they watch, the more, their life spins out of control. We got a bunch of people. So there could be a bunch of people, they could be watching somebody. There could be a bunch of people, that could be behind something. Or somebody, could be releasing, like a bunch of people. Or there could be a bunch of people, that is involved with some type of communication. There could be a bunch of people, that is trying to cause some type of confusion for somebody. But we know that God is not the author of confusion. I don't know if there's some people that said that somebody was causing confusion. But somebody, they're excluded, from, like causing some type of confusion out here. But the devil, so be aware of the devil in a new dress or a new suit. So somebody just doesn't need to, like make a decision out of fear. Somebody possibly, could find out, that something was a bad idea. Or there's a bunch of people, that could be finding out, that, whatever they were doing was a bad idea. Whatever they were doing definitely, could be unjust and unfair out here. Or there could be a bunch of people telling somebody, that, like it's a bad idea, But somebody, maybe, after somebody did something, they could find out that it was a bad idea. Because somebody, was so naive, that, like they believed it. Or yeah, there's somebody, you know, that yeah, thought that somebody was so naive, you know, to believe whatever, you know, they said. But yeah, like somebody already knew, or somebody already knows some stuff. Yeah. So yeah, a whole community definitely, yeah, could be concerned. A whole community, you know, could be concerned because yeah, they know that somebody's about to discover something. Or yeah, a bunch of people, you know, are about to discover something. Somebody possibly, yeah, could, you know, like listen to, yeah, like some people, you know, and they realize that it's a bad idea because they can realize that, yeah, like those people don't even care about them. Yeah, and then we got wreck. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be in a wreck. But somebody is in a state of ruin and disorder out here. I don't know if people believe, you know, that somebody was in a state of wreck and disorder, but somebody is moving forward. Yeah, but somebody's family definitely, yeah, was behind this. So whatever this is, yeah, somebody's family was behind it. Family was behind lying. And yeah, somebody was so naive that they believed their family. But yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, they're embarrassed by what they did. And so yeah, somebody's about to learn a lesson. Somebody definitely is about to learn a lesson about meddling. My granny tells me meddling is worse than stealing. So something about, yeah, meddling all up in somebody's business, or yeah, just meddling in a relationship. Meddling. We got a Capricorn, so there's a Capricorn involved. Somebody could be in their 30s. We got a karmic soulmate. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be about to discover, you know, like who their karmic soulmate is. Somebody's home could get foreclosed on. Something, you know, could have happened in a home. Somebody's about to discover something and it has something to do with a home. We got I'm sorry. So yeah, there could be somebody, you know, yeah, that could want to apologize. But yeah, apology without action is just, yeah, manipulation. We got an Aries, so there could be Aries involved. Something, you know, could have happened in Aries season, or somebody could have tried to apologize in Aries season, but yeah, they really didn't mean it, you know, like a fake apology. Yeah, somebody's first, mother, last name definitely, yeah, could start with a K. There could be a father, you know, that's embarrassed by what they did, a baby father. Somebody, you know, could want to apologize, you know, like to a father, something about, yeah, a father. But we got text message. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could possibly text somebody, you know. Text somebody, you know, that they're, you know, sorry. But anyways, or somebody, you know, could receive, yeah, a text message, you know, and so somebody's home could be foreclosed on. So somebody could be like, yeah, you think I can, you know, like stay with you? So just be aware. Something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like sending somebody a text message. Yeah, bad idea. Or yeah, like a bunch of people playing on somebody's phone, a bunch of people, you know, involved, you know, yeah, because I've been picking up group chat a lot. But something about, yeah, somebody being able to transmute energy. So whatever negative energy, you know, that people are, you know, like projecting somebody's way, somebody's transmuting that energy, you know, into, yeah, like to go in their favor. So somebody, you know, could be transmuting some energy. You could be saying 11 on the clock. My bad. But yeah, there could be some people, you know, that, yeah, could be, you know, like projecting some type of negative energy somebody's way, and they're watching somebody transmute that energy, and they're like, how the hell, you know, do they do that? So going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, like intrigued by somebody. So I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. This could be, you know, yeah, somebody or some people being intrigued, you know, by somebody's like swift change. So somebody, you know, could have changed, you know, drastically, you know. And you know, like, yeah, the stuff, you know, that somebody, you know, could have overcame, you know, yeah, somebody could have overcame something in 2 weeks. And yeah, like somebody's still trying to, you know, like overcome something, you know, 5 years later. Something about, yeah, like somebody's transformation out here. We got panicking. So somebody, you know, could want to apologize, but at the same time, somebody could be panicking. Somebody, you know, could send a text message, you know, and yeah, like they're panicking now. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be panicking about some type of unpaid bills or debt. So something about, yeah, home foreclosure. We got text message, we got email. So somebody, you know, could receive a text message. Somebody could also, yeah, like receive an email as well. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an O. We got birthday. So something about, yeah, somebody's birthday. Somebody, you know, could be panicking about, you know, like somebody's birthday. Or something, you know, could have taken place on somebody's birthday. Or something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, like not receiving, you know, like, yeah, like some type of support. This could be, you know, like, you know, for somebody, for some kids. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an L. We got mad as hell. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, be mad as hell. It could be, you know, a bunch of people that could be mad as hell, you know, or about to be, because they're about to discover something. They're about to discover that, yeah, whatever they were doing was a bad idea. There's also somebody, you know, that could be mad as hell because they could find out, you know, like that their family was behind whatever this is. We got credit card fraud. So somebody, you know, could have, you know, committed credit card fraud out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be mad as hell because, yeah, they were in denial. So, yeah, my family wouldn't do this to me. My brother and my sister wouldn't do this to me. Yeah, they were so naive that they believed whatever it is that they believed. There's also, yeah, a spiritual restraining order, you know, that could have been put in place. Yeah, so somebody, you know, in denial about a spiritual restraining order. And so, yeah, they crossed boundaries. Yep. We got a life path. So somebody's on their life path. Somebody's life path could be number 5. It's all about change. Somebody, you know, could be in denial about somebody being on their path, or, yeah, them being on their path, you know. So somebody chose to listen to their family instead of getting on, you know, like their life path. Yeah, we got real divine counterpart. So something about, yeah, somebody's real divine counterpart. Somebody, you know, could be mad as hell because they could find out that somebody's their real divine counterpart. So somebody, you know, could have went to, yeah, like, whoever this high priestess is. You know, or yeah, somebody could have went to multiple high priestesses. But these high priestesses, all they want is money. You know what I mean? All they want is money. They don't really care about operating in their divinity. All they want is money. So yeah, they could have told whoever this is anything, you know. Yeah, the family members, you know, could have went to whoever this is. Yeah, they could have told the family members anything, you know, yeah, like to get their money. So divine intervention is at play. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be in denial about, yeah, them being told, you know, like to, yeah, leave out of somebody's energy, leave out of somebody's home. Exit stage left. So something definitely, yeah, could have happened at a birthday party. Somebody definitely, yeah, is in denial about, yeah, like something ending. We got the F to the B to the I. So the F to the B to the I definitely, yeah, could be watching. The F to the B to the I definitely, yeah, could be involved. The F to the B to the I, yeah, could know that, you know, yeah, like somebody's family, you know, was behind all this. I don't know if the F to the B to the I, you know, could want to apologize to somebody. Maybe, you know, yeah, they were about to, you know, hit somebody, you know, surround somebody's home or something like that. But yeah, we got skating on thin ice. So there's a bunch of people that definitely, yeah, could be skating on thin ice. Somebody, you know, could want to see somebody face to face out here. So somebody, you know, they could have texted somebody, emailed somebody, and yeah, no, somebody's not responding, you know. So they could possibly, yeah, want to, you know, like see somebody face to face. Or something about, yeah, like somebody, But somebody definitely, yeah, sending irritation energy out here. We got an older brother, so there's an older brother that's involved. Somebody, you know, could be removing, you know, like an older brother out of their life. Something about, yeah, somebody seeing their older brother face to face. Somebody's older brother could be embarrassed, you know, by what they did. Or, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they could be embarrassed because, yeah, they were so naive to believe something, you know, that their older brother said. Somebody's older brother definitely, yeah, didn't show somebody some loyalty out here. Or yeah, there's some people, you know, that yeah, like they fill somebody's head with lies, fill somebody's head with accusations, fill somebody's head, you know, with whatever it is, you know, that they could have, you know, heard, you know, from, yeah, like the fake high priestesses, you know, that, yeah, they just tell people whatever they want, you know, as long as, yeah, they give them money. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, dismiss somebody's feelings in every way. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be moving out here. Especially, yeah, with this home foreclosure. Somebody's older brother could have to move. Or somebody, you know, could be moving, you know, like with their older brother or something about, yeah, like somebody's older brother could own a home. And yeah, like, you know, like the little brother could live in the home. So yeah, like the older brother could, you know, one day be like, yeah, well, you need to leave, you know. And so yeah, the younger brother's like, well, where am I supposed to go? And the older brother's like, I don't know, figure it out. I feel like somebody is finding out that, yeah, like some people don't give a damn about them. Somebody's life path could be the life path number 4. We got August the 16th. So something, you know, could take place by August the 16th. By August the 16th, somebody possibly, yeah, could be begging and pleading. But we got deception detected. So yeah, somebody's a liar out here. Then we got a divine masculine. So there's a divine masculine out here. Or yeah, there could be a divine masculine that could be mad as hell. But there's also somebody, yeah, deception detected. So yeah, there's a masculine energy walking around like they're a divine masculine, but they're really not. So somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like that was a bad idea. We got a mother. So somebody's mother is involved. Somebody, you know, yeah, they were so naive, you know, that they're, as far as them listening to their mother, you know, they believe what their mother said or something about, yeah, somebody's mother could be embarrassed, you know, by what they did. Somebody could be born in 1992. Somebody has a hidden obsession out here. Somebody done got tied up in somebody else's drama. Be aware of, yeah, getting tied up in somebody else's drama. But yeah, somebody or people done got tied up in somebody else's drama. Because yeah, somebody, you know, wanted to be in the fluck around and find out energy. And so yeah, they're about to fluck around and find out. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have planned, you know, like to physically attack somebody for money. Yeah, a free thinker. You could be a free thinker. But yeah, you bring facts and logic. So something about, yeah, like somebody, they can't believe that they listen to, yeah, whoever these people are. And the fact of the matter is, yeah, somebody, yeah, they could have, you know, like grouped up, you know. And yeah, you're still stronger. Now somebody, yeah, somebody's out of options. So now somebody wants to be the peacemaker or something about, yeah, like, you know, like somebody, you know, is a peacemaker out here. So people, you know, they ganged up, you know, on a peacemaker. These are people that definitely, yeah, downplayed somebody's emotions. We got a sister, so there's a sister involved. But we got Champions Trophy, so yeah, somebody is the winner. There's a Gemini involved. Be aware of, yeah, going back, you know, to the beginning, you know, like somebody being like, yeah, well, you know, if we invite them somewhere or, you know, if we give them, you know, a gift or whatever, you know, then yeah, like it'll all go away or whatever somebody thinks. Cause yeah, wrong answer. Yep. What somebody or some people are about to receive is a wake-up call. But we got ring, ring. So somebody, yeah, could get woke up out of their sleep. But yeah, somebody passed the test out here. So yeah, somebody is being told, like to share their testimony. Somebody, could get a wake-up call about, like them, like keep going back to something. So keep going back to the past. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an N. Something about a loan. Somebody definitely, could try to ask somebody for a loan. The color blue could be significant. Somebody, could be in a gang. Somebody definitely, is sad out here. Somebody, could have experienced a breakup, glow up out here. So people could be watching, somebody, glow up after, like a breakup. But somebody definitely, is learning lessons about time, or just people in general. You could be seeing the angel number 555. Yeah, there is a change that's about to take place. Somebody definitely, turned nothing into something. And so, there is somebody or some people, that want to take it from somebody. We got the sacral chakra. So somebody definitely, is very creative out here. But it's something about, like somebody's sexuality. We got gossiping and spreading rumors. So, there's people, gossiping and spreading rumors about somebody. Somebody was missing the signs. Yep. And so domino effect. So I feel like the more people watch somebody, the more, the domino effect trickle down. So you got mama, sister, brother, cousin, friend, co-worker. So mama get it first, sister next, brother. So it's something about, this domino effect. So there could be people that could be trying to avoid somebody now. Somebody, could be showing signs of stress and depression out here, but somebody's a compulsive liar, or there's a bunch of people that believe, a compulsive liar. Or a bunch of people are about to discover that somebody's a compulsive liar. We got counseling and therapy. So, maybe somebody, is a counselor or a therapist, or somebody, they said that they was going to counseling or therapy, but like they're really not. But we got cold hard facts. So somebody knows what they know. You know what I mean? Somebody brings facts and logic, or something about like somebody knowing. So there could be a bunch of people that are about to discover that like somebody has cold hard facts. So I don't know if these people were dumb to believe that somebody didn't know what they know. Yeah. But somebody broke the law out here. So somebody broke the law, and somebody's trying to save themselves, possibly by lying under oath. Or there's a bunch of people, trying to save themselves by lying under oath. Somebody's going through an identity crisis. So somebody's been faking for too long. And be aware of somebody saying that they changed. A leopard can't change his spots. There could be a bunch of people that are about to discover something, that like could have taken place years ago. Something about, like somebody breaking the law years ago. Or something's been going on, like for years, and it's over. So be aware, because, somebody possibly, could try to, like try to play dumb. Or, somebody's about to find out that, like them trying to play dumb was a bad idea. Because, somebody knows what they know. But we got an official letter, so something about official letter. Somebody, could be playing dumb about an official letter. But something about, a home foreclosure. So somebody, could receive an official letter about, like a home foreclosure. But they act like they don't know what's going on. But we got reaping what they have sown. So there's a bunch of people, that are about to discover that, they're reaping what they have sown out here. And somebody, is about to go through a spiritual level up out here. You could be seeing the angel number 1443. Somebody definitely, will get the future that they deserve out here. there are a bunch of people that, yeah, they're living in constant tension out here. Yeah, because whatever they did, yeah, bad idea. There could be a family, that's living in constant tension because, yeah, whatever they did was a bad idea. So something about, yeah, like somebody receiving official letter, and somebody, being told to take some time to think it over, or just be aware, of, yeah, like somebody knowing that they, yeah, they're reaping what they have sown, like trying to ask somebody, well, you think we can, settle this out of court or whatever have you. Yeah, somebody just needs to, like think it over. Take some time to think over, like, yeah, like some type of decision. But we got August, so something could take place in August. Somebody's name could be August. Somebody, yeah, in August could be detained for questioning, Yeah, somebody's being told, don't suffer unimagined troubles. It will happen or it won't. So I feel like somebody, something is happening for sure. Yeah, people, are reaping what they have sown. Yep, and we got stress and anxiety. So there could be people, that sowed stress and anxiety, projecting, yeah, that irritation energy. And, yeah, they're reaping what they have sown. So, yeah. Somebody's prayers were heard. So, if somebody has been praying, for, like some type of justice to be served on their behalf, yeah. Somebody's prayers were heard. So, be aware because, yeah, the problem wants to find a solution. So, goes back to, yeah, like somebody being like, yeah, you think we can settle this out of court or whatever have you. What else, Holy Spirit? Yep. But I always remember, yeah, a leopard can't change his spots. So somebody, been saying that they have changed, or yeah, somebody's gonna try to say that they've changed. No, they ain't. Whoever this is, yeah, they're going through an identity crisis. This is somebody, that, yeah, they've been faking for too long. Yeah, been faking for years. Somebody, could have been, yeah, like acting like that they were somebody for years, using somebody's personal identification, for years. But yeah, for years, somebody's actions, hasn't matched their words or something like that. Or yeah, somebody saying that they've changed, but yeah, like their actions, aren't matching their words. So yeah, whoever Chuck is stuck. We got a karmic feminine. So there's a karmic feminine that's been going through an identity crisis for years, been faking, for years. There's a karmic feminine, that says that they have changed, but they ain't. Yeah, they broke the law. Whoever this is, they could have been using, like some type of divide and conquer strategy, or just be aware of, yeah, somebody trying to use it a divide and conquer strategy, But we got a sister, so there's a sister involved. Yeah, be aware, cause yeah, something definitely, yeah, could be too good to be true. So don't trust it. So somebody, yeah, could, like, say that they want to be the solution to the problem, but they really don't. Somebody, could be trying to get somebody, like to, yeah, like trust them. So just be aware. But yeah, for years, somebody has been driving themselves insane over somebody's success. We got a court hearing. So somebody, yeah, or a court date. So somebody, could receive, an official letter about a court date. Whoever this karmic feminine is, they can receive, a official letter about a court date or a court hearing. But we saw divine masculine, so somebody is avoiding a divine masculine out here. But we have a new cycle beginning, so yeah, there could be a new cycle beginning for somebody. We got choosing the black sheep. So something about, yeah, somebody choosing the black sheep. But yeah, somebody, yeah, they could have chose, like, the one that they feel like don't fit in, to try to, do something against. Well, it's okay. Nobody knows them. Nobody cares. All right, God does. Yep. So whoever this karmic feminine is, they have no respect for, yeah, boundaries. And so, yeah, they broke the law. This is somebody, you know, that possibly, yeah, tries to use some type of blackmail, or be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody trying to use some type of blackmail. Or they've already done it. Yeah, something about a father is significant. But respect is a two-way street. So, yeah, you got to give it to receive it. You could be seeing the angel number 211. Yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, the spiritual helpline is open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But we got this. So there could be a karmic feminine, you know, that, yeah, it's this. Or, yeah, they try to blackmail, you know, a divine masculine when it comes to this. Especially when it comes to, yeah, like spreading rumors and gossip. Something about, yeah, somebody's sacral chakra. I don't know. Yeah. Somebody, you know, could have slept with somebody's father, or something about, yeah. But we got 555. So, yeah. People are driving themselves insane over somebody's success. And, yeah, somebody's change, somebody's transformation. Yep. And while whoever this is don't have no respect for boundaries, yeah, somebody's learning the lessons about time. There could be multiple people, you know, that could be learning lessons about time. Somebody possibly, yeah, that hasn't, you know, gotten locked up. Yeah, they're about to learn a lesson. Yeah, you're about to get some time. But, yeah, there was some people that thought that somebody was gullible. Somebody was naive. But, yeah, somebody was so naive that they believed whatever, you know, was told to them. So somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, people were withholding information. So, yeah, somebody told a half truth, which is a whole lie. For years, you know, like somebody, you know, has been withholding information from somebody. Or people, you know, have been holding, you know, like information from somebody. We got an Aries, Taurus, Cusper. So you could be Aries, Taurus, Cusper. There's one involved. But, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, passed the test. So somebody definitely, yeah, needs to, you know, like share their testimony. And we got blessings, manifestations, and wishes and dreams. So, somebody, yeah, they were gullible and naive to believe whatever it is that was told from them. And, yeah, like they forfeited their blessings, their manifestations, their wishes and dreams. While somebody, you know, was going towards, you know, their blessings, their manifestations, their wishes and dreams. So somebody definitely, yeah, needs to keep a positive outlook, even in, you know, like difficult times. The April the 20th could be significant. Something could have happened on April the 20th. Somebody definitely, yeah, smokes the ganja out here. Smokes a lot of it. So somebody, yeah. Somebody, you know, could pass the test, you know, like a urine test, but somebody else ain't. Or, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they say that they passed the test, but they didn't, you know, they could have used, you know, like some type of fake pee. Somebody broke the law out here. And then we have, yeah, mother of child or children. So something about, yes, the mother of somebody's child or children. You could be seeing the angel number 911. So, yeah, endings and new beginnings, spiritual enlightenment and growth. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be letting go of their ego. Somebody definitely, yeah, could get caught in a bad romance. But, yeah, somebody was missing the signs out here. But I feel like like somebody was missing the signs, and, yeah, somebody was bringing cold, hard facts. Or somebody, yeah, knew cold, hard facts, you know, and, yeah, like the person was so dumb that they didn't, when somebody was like, yeah, I know you was at McDonald's, and somebody was at McDonald's, yeah, they was like, yeah, but nah, I was parked across the street. Yeah, but we got end of a contract. So, yeah, somebody passed the test, and, yeah, it's the end of a contract. So just be aware, because, yeah, the problem, you know, wants to say that it wants to find a solution. But, yeah, somebody's prayers were heard out here. We got vandalism of property, so somebody's property can get vandalized. Somebody's silence is making somebody nervous as well. Or people, you know. So somebody, you know, could be being silent, you know, to a bunch of people. We got, has a very unclean reputation. That could have been, you know, like some type of rumors, you know, that, yeah, like some people could have spread about somebody. But it's a karmic feminine, you know, that, yeah, they have an unclean reputation. This is somebody, you know, that definitely, yeah, could be stalking somebody. or somebody, you know, yeah, told some people all this information, you know, and yeah, people are finding out, you know, that yeah, like somebody told them a lie, but this is after, you know, they was talking shit about somebody, or after, yeah, they did everything that they did. Yeah, this is a reckless loser out here. A reckless loser that, yeah, is reckless and promiscuous. So something about, yeah, counseling or therapy. So I don't know if somebody's gonna be like, yeah, you think we can go to counseling or therapy? But, yeah, because Chuck is stuck. Yeah, good luck, Chuck. Somebody's stuck. While a contract is ending for somebody, yeah, somebody is stuck. But they're reaping what they had sown, so they wanted somebody to be stuck. We got addicted to gambling, so somebody's addicted to gambling. We got karma is justice, so yeah, justice is going to be served regardless. Somebody, you know, could be being looked at, you know, like as the most hated. It could be because of, yeah, who somebody is, you know, what somebody has, you know, like gone through, you know, yeah, somebody transmuting, you know, like some energy, you know, that, yeah, these people are throwing at somebody. But, yeah, these people violated boundaries in a major way. All for the love of money. Yeah, people are mad because somebody, you know, experienced, you know, like a breakup glow up. So yeah, somebody was supposed to be stuck. Somebody, you know, was supposed to, you know, have stress and anxiety. Somebody was supposed to, you know, be homeless. Somebody was supposed to, somebody, you know, could have violated somebody's boundaries in a major way when they decided to communicate somebody or some people from somebody's past. Or be aware, you know, of, yeah, like, somebody, you know, or people wanting to communicate with somebody from, you know, like your past. Because the devil knows when a blessing is coming. Yep, somebody's first, middle, last name can start with an N. But yeah, somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like to focus on what you can control. Yeah, everybody ain't gonna like you, you know what I mean? But everybody, you know, ain't gonna hate you either. So yeah. But we got a court situation. So there is a court situation. Somebody, you know, from somebody's past, you know, yeah, like they could try to reach out to somebody, holler about, can you help me? You know what I mean? But they broke the law. So for somebody, there could be some type of restraining order papers, you know, that could come somebody's way. Or something about, yeah, like somebody needing to take some time to think it over as far as, you know, like getting some type of restraining orders against somebody or some people. But we got a Libra Scorpio cusper, so there's a Libra Scorpio cusper involved. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be ready to speak up, but you don't need to be afraid to speak up. Somebody's definitely, yeah, disconnected, you know, like from their true self out here. I just saw Cancer season, so I mean, we are in Cancer season. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, or some people, you know, that could be looking over their shoulder at this time. Yeah, because they done got caught up. The fact of the matter is, yeah, you're favored by God. So at the end of the day, that could be, you know, what people, you know, could be mad about, you know, or yeah, that could be what they're about to discover, you know, that, yeah, like you're, you know, favored by God out here. Somebody, you know, could be refusing to move on. Whoever this is, yeah, they're toxic. Something about some bounty hunters. So there could be some bounty hunters that could be looking for somebody or some people, but we got the root chakra. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have gotten caught up, you know, doing some type of roots on somebody. Caught up in somebody's energy, but yeah, like If you don't want somebody to know cold hard facts, especially somebody that's tapped in, why would you want to be up in somebody's energy? But somebody doesn't want to, move on because of, somebody's survival or somebody's security or, somebody's energy, somebody's, stable foundation. But yeah, we got put a fork in it. It's done. So something is done. Yep. We got a dysfunctional family. So yeah, somebody's dysfunctional family or dysfunctional family members, they've been caught up. Somebody is being told, don't worry, and just pray. But we got assault and battery. So somebody, could be ready to speak up about, like some type of assault and battery. But somebody's dysfunctional family, they could be out of control. The situation, could be out of control. Somebody, could be trying to, ask somebody, for some advice, Don't give it, tell them it's going to get better and, keep it moving. But there's some people that, they're trapped in a comparison cycle. You could be seeing the angel number 666. Somebody definitely, is being told, to stay focused. But when it comes to, somebody trying to ask for advice, everybody is fighting their own battle. So they have to figure out, how to, fight their battle. Somebody's first, mother, last name can start with a C. We got this. So somebody, could be being charged, with that. Somebody is the master of resilience, So somebody, somebody, could have bounced back, from, multiple setbacks, from multiple obstacles. The color black could be significant. Somebody's last name could be black. But we got guardian angel message. So somebody, could receive a guardian angel message. Or something about, somebody thinking that something isn't true. So it's like a message, you know what I mean? But we got sudden outbursts in a public place. So somebody, could have some type of sudden outburst in a public place. We got 2010. So something, could have happened in 2010. But somebody definitely is on their life path. Life path number 3, all about creativity. Somebody, could be a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. So there could be some type of past conversation that leads to some type of guilt out here. Or exposure, of somebody's guilt. We got an X, so somebody's first middle last name can start with an X. Something about, somebody's ex's negative behavior, could have escalated. But something about, somebody's baby mama out here. Whatever the situation is, it could be physically and emotionally draining, you know what I mean? Or somebody is physically, emotionally drained out here. We got a Cancer, Leo, Cusper. So there's a Cancer, Leo, Cusper. There are some people that were absent in times of need. There's some people that they can't stop thinking about somebody. But this is a part of somebody reaping what they have sown. So be aware of an enemy being disguised as an ally. Maybe it's just physically and emotionally draining for somebody because every time you look around, there's an enemy trying to disguise themselves as an ally. So be aware. But there is an enemy disguising themselves as an ally because they're going to try to get somebody to start a new business. So just be aware. But there's also somebody, that, they started some type of new business and, they broke the law in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that they broke the law. Whoever this is, they're bad, outweighed, they're good. So something about, maybe somebody, they're trying to get their life together, But yeah, they forgot, all the bad stuff that they did, so yeah, karmic debt has to be paid. You got to reap what you have sown. What you put out into the universe, you get back. So people, somebody could be mad like, yeah, but I got myself together, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And yeah, and and they're wondering, why, yeah, like like them starting a new business and it fails, why, yeah, when they move into a home, yeah, it gets foreclosed on. So there could be somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be avoiding somebody. They definitely, yeah, are jealous of somebody's growth. And yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, has a shield of protection around them. So somebody just needs to be aware, because yeah, there's people, that yeah, want to reappear, after ghosting somebody, after years, but it ain't gonna happen. They want to reappear because they're reaping what they have sown. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.